very... Oh, no, 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 no. And I can't wait to smother it all over my face. Why is it pink? I don't know why it's pink. I didn't realise it was pink, but it's pink. Oh, stop it. How am I going to get this off? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is sponsored by Regal Rose jewellery, so if you see any jewellery on me right now, this is all Regal Rose. I don't have any earrings in and I actually feel really naked, so I'm about to put some in. But Regal Rose is a jewellery brand that I have worn for maybe like the past 4 years. Every single time I post an Instagram story where I'm wearing the rings, I will get messages like, where are your rings from? So I'm so happy to be working on a video with them today. I do also have a discount code, which I think is Queen Soph, which... I'm flattered. And most of their pieces are available actually in silver and gold. I believe all of the jewellery pieces I'm about to show you are gold plated sterling silver. So I've just got my little box here, and you can actually choose between having them gift wrapped in like individual pouches, which will either look like this or some of them look like this. And then some of the rings come in little boxes, or you can opt for their eco packaging where they'll put everything into one package so that it's less waste. In my third lobes, I'm gonna wear these ones. They kind of just look like plain hoops, but then they have this sort of like snake sort of print design on them. These are just little like clicker ones. They do some more dainty bits, but they also have some really cool chunky pieces as well. But I like to kind of have a mix. But yeah, like I said, I've had some of their rings for like 4 years and they have never turned my fingers green. How stunning are these little hoops? I'm gonna put these in my second hole. I have got these gorgeous hoops, which are sort of, they look like chains. Then I've got another pair which are sort of like intertwined snakes, which I absolutely love. I've actually worn these ones a couple times already. They are so cool. I think I'm gonna go for these, which kind of look like barbed wire. Again, just gold plated. These are again hoops and they look like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go for these today. So these are the finished ears. And then in terms of rings, I am wearing 2 of them already. One of them's like a chain ring and the other one is just this black stone. Look at the detail in this one. I think I'm just gonna put on all the rings that I've got here and show you. I've got one with little stars. That one I'm gonna stack on this finger. That one's got little like suns and moons on it. We've got a thinner chain one. So there's 2 different ones there. Another stunning black stone one. I'm just gonna have so many on. And then this is the one that I get questions on all the time because it's just absolutely stunning. So these are all the different rings. I probably wouldn't wear them all together like this, but just to show you them all on my fingers. Question is now, which ones do I keep on? And then in terms of necklaces, I have actually worn this one a couple of times in videos. It's like a double layered chunky chain necklace that's sort of like a wraparound one. And then I'm actually wearing this with a little cherub necklace. How sweet is that? And then I have this double layered one again, which I've been wearing recently in quite a lot of stuff actually. Ooh, yeah, that looks cute. I love that layered with this. You can get the little cherub ones as a little duo, or you can buy them individually. Also, the pieces that I'm showing you, some of them are from their Velocity collection and some are from their just best sellers. Oh, how sweet, look. There's 2 little cherubs together. And then finally, I've got these 2, which are a little sun and moon. And I think I'm gonna layer these today. Again, you can buy them separately or you can buy them together. And what I love about the brand is they've got so many designs, like so many of these rings. I haven't seen anything like this on any other website. And the detail in some of these pieces is just so beautiful. I just love their whole aesthetic. I think it is so cool. I am just absolutely in love with the jewellery. They do have a whole section on their website about sort of like how to take care of your jewellery. Not a good idea probably to wash your hands and like use soaps and chemicals and get in the shower with your jewellery, because just with the nature of like gold plated stuff especially, over time certain chemicals and stuff can cause it to fade. So take them off when you're getting in the shower and washing your hands and like using hand sanitizer and stuff. My discount code, like I said, is just Queen Soph. It will be on the screen. Thank you so much to Regal Rose for sponsoring this video, and I will leave the links down below. Today I am going to be trying some new makeup. I realised that I hadn't actually filmed one of these videos in about 2 months. I've got some drugstore bits, I've got some high-end bits. I probably am going to do another separate drugstore version of this kind of video because there's so many drugstore makeup products that have come out recently. But for now, I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. The brushes that I'm going to use in this video are the new Vive brushes by Jamie Genevieve. This is the brush edit, so it comes with 5 different brushes. We've got 2 face brushes and then 3 eye brushes, so I will be using these. What's this? A foundation brush. Ooh, they feel so soft. And then this sponge is from the e.l.f. Cookies and Cream collection. I ran it under some water and you know what? It actually feels really soft. We are starting bougie. Bougie with a very affordable applicator. This is a new collection from YSL. And this is the New Skin Blotting Lotion, which says that it's a matte lotion that you can wear, I think, under your makeup or over your makeup. And then they've also got this Bare Look tint, which is a skin tint, and I've got the shade NU 4. It's like NU. Zoom in all the way. I did actually have a little bit of the Ren facial oil on before this. It was like the new Ren Barrier Defense thing. So first of all, let's take some of this blotting lotion. Is that going to be too much or enough? I'm not sure. And let's just rub this in. Ooh, hang on. As I'm blending it in, it feels like it's sort of drying and taking... I think I love it anyway. As it dries, it gets matter and feels tacky and feels like it's sort of like sinking into my skin and soaking up all the oil, which is exactly what I need right now. Can you see how the light is not reflecting off my forehead as much as it was a second ago? I mean, my lights are still pretty bright. Shall I turn it down a little bit? I love the feeling of that. So let's try this Bare tint. Look at the packaging. It's very minimalistic and hopefully this is going to be a good shade match. You know, it doesn't look like it's going to be too far off. Oh, it's very thin. It feels very watery, which I kind of like. I'm going to use my Vive brush to sort of like blend this in. Oh, it's very light coverage. I mean, I know it is just like a skin tint, but it's definitely just a tint. This brush is so soft. This brush is definitely less dense than I would normally go for on a foundation brush. Wow, I actually kind of love how it's blending this in. It just feels so nice on my face. It does smell a little bit floral. That's the only thing that I don't really like about higher end makeup products. They put so much fragrance in them. It's not quite as bad as I expected it to be actually, but it definitely has a bit of a scent. It has barely given me any coverage, but it actually doesn't look like I've got anything on my skin. I think I really like that. As this is right now, I think it's just giving me a little bit of a tint. I mean, it is called a skin tint. Does this not just look like my skin? I really like that. I really like that. Yeah, what the hell? I can't stop looking at it and I can't stop using this brush on my neck. It just feels so nice. So for concealer, I have got the new Benefit Bright No Concealer. No, Bright On Concealer. And I've got the shade Lychee and Nectarine. And it's a 3-in-1 illuminating, brightening concealer, serum-like formula, color correcting, and it's got red algae to brighten apparently. I haven't really seen much about this concealer, but it just looks like their original one, like a little pencil with a rubber on the end, which is actually really cute packaging. Lychee looks more like a pinky color correcting type shade, which actually I think I'm gonna try because pink concealer and pink powder seems to be all the rage at the moment. I like the doe foot. It's very skinny. Oh, and it's flexible. It's very thin. Like, it's definitely not a full coverage concealer. Okay, apparently my base is going to be very lightweight today because all of these products are very skin-like. I'm just going to take a bit of the other shade and see if I can add a bit more coverage. But it kind of just sunk straight into my skin. It does definitely feel like a serum-y concealer. Oh, I love how flexible this doe foot is. Have I got enough concealer on? And you know what? This sponge is not bad. It's not the absolute softest sponge in the world, but it is nice. Like, for a drugstore makeup sponge, it feels pretty nice actually. Because a lot of the time they're just so hard. You know what? I do quite like this concealer. I like how lightweight it feels, but you definitely wouldn't want to use this if you're looking for like full coverage to cover blemishes or anything, but it feels good. I think dry skin people might like that. Cream bronzer, I've got this Milk Bionic Bronzer Time Travel Bronzer. Bronzer with skincare superpowers. Okay, apparently everything at the moment is skincare and foundation hybrid. I mean makeup, not foundation. Hydrating liquid bronzer for a natural looking sun-kissed effect. Oh, it's in a squeezy tube. And for my blush, I may or may not have another shade of the Rare Beauty liquid blush. I didn't need this, but I got a PR package from Rare Beauty, which I'm incredibly grateful for. Like, what? There was another shade in here. This is called Hope, and I can't wait to smother it all over my face. I am very... Oh, no, 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 no. A whole load of oil has just come... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. What is going on here? Oh god, it's just like straight up oil. Okay, so let me give it a bit of a squish around in here. Give it a shake maybe? Okay, that's better. That's better. Now it's actually coming out like I would expect a bronzer to come out. And again, I'm going in with the Vive foundation brush and I'm just gonna pick up some of this on the brush. And then... definitely giving me a bit of a tint of colour. You know what? This is working better than I thought it would, but it is definitely very natural, which is what it says that it would do, you know? Yeah, we've got a very glowy, natural looking base today. But I'm actually quite surprised that it is blending in with my other makeup, because I thought it was just gonna dribble everywhere and take all my makeup off. But just having bronzer in a squeezy tube with like a flat end, you have to put it on the back of your hand first, which for me, I think I like makeup that's quick and easy and takes the least amount of effort possible. I'm not too sure how that worked, and honestly I was expecting to absolutely hate it, but with this base it's just melted into it. Let's do the blush. It's a much lighter blush than the other shades of Rare Beauty blush that I've got. Not too sure how much this is going to show up. Oh, it's so pretty. I just need to blend the under eye situation a little bit more. It's quite subtle, but that is beautiful. These Rare Beauty blushes, the liquid blushes, the soft pinch blushes, they're just one of the best blushes in the world. I'm finally testing the Rare Beauty powder. I bought this months ago when it first came out in the UK. Oh, it's kind of pink toned. This is the shade Light. Oh, look at the packaging, how fancy. I think Rare Beauty is actually now up there with being one of my favourite beauty brands. I don't know how the hell Selena Gomez has done it, but like their products, okay, I haven't even tried this yet. I should probably put it on my face first. It's a pink. Why is it pink? I don't know why it's pink. I didn't realise it was pink, but it's pink. So I'm just going to smooth out my creases, and then I'm going to actually take a powder puff and press that underneath. Okay. I don't know what to think of this so far. Not sure whether I just put on too much. It does feel quite dry, but I did just pack a hell of a lot of it onto my face. Oh, actually, wait, the more that I've gone over it, it's sort of just like smoothed it into my skin. Oh, that feels better. I'm going to take what's left in here. It's definitely not a very pigmented powder. It's not super brightening, but that's okay. I'm not actually going to set my eyelids just yet because I am going to do some eyeshadow. I don't know if it's the makeup underneath, but I still look a bit glowy. I don't think it's a completely matte powder. I think it's got a tiny bit of radiance in it. If anyone's tried this, please let me know what you think, because I've just put it all over my face, but my face doesn't look dry. I'm confused. You know, at the start when I packed it on, I said that my under eyes felt really dry. It now feels like it's sunk into my under eyes and they don't feel dry anymore. I'm confused, but I like it. I really like it. Why does my face not feel dry? I'd be interested to see though if by the end of this video my face has gone back to being a bit more oily. Sometimes when I bake they go really, really dry, but it's not too bad. I am finally, after what feels like a million years, going to try the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. And I know that obviously Charlotte Tilbury products are very luxury. I mean, I say that, I was using bloody YSL at the beginning of this video. The irony is the blushes that I'm going to use are like £3, but these bronzers, oh, look at that packaging. They're refillable, which is so cool. I love how brands are starting to do that kind of thing now. There goes my $1 million business idea. I have got the shade 2. You get a lot of product in here, and I've heard very good things about this bronzer, so let's give it a try. I just need a little bit. But you know what somebody actually pointed out to me? When I mentioned, I can't even remember what product it was. Oh, it was in my dupes video for the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. Somebody actually pointed out that the Charlotte Tilbury one has actually got like 4 or 5 times the amount of product as the drugstore alternative. And so they were saying like for the cost that you're spending on it, it almost works out equally as good to get the Charlotte Tilbury one because it's got more product in it anyway. That's actually quite a smart point. I mean, that's not the case for every single high-end versus drugstore product at all. Sometimes they're literally the same, but yeah, I hadn't actually picked up on that. I don't think this is quite fully matte either. Is it giving me a bit of a sheen? It's just like very light but buildable, which I really like in a bronzer. This video is going suspiciously too well, and I'm worried that something is gonna go wrong soon. This is one of these 17 powder blushes. I have done a whole video testing 17 makeup, so go and watch that if you haven't already. But this shade, it doesn't say on the back. There's no sticker on here, so I am very confused, but it's just like the lighter, peachier one from the website. They did send me a few more shades, because I think I said in my video that the shade that I ordered wasn't the one that I was expecting from the picture. So they sent me the one that I was expecting from the picture, but there's no shade name on it. These blushes I think are £3. It's just a very beautiful peachy toned blush. Yes, I like it. Oh my god, I forgot about this. God, I'm really flip-flopping between the cheap and the bougie here. Charlotte Tilbury just came out with a new Pillow Talk. Why did I say it so weird? Pillow Talk collection, and in it there was this highlighter. Look at the packaging. This is what it looks like. It's very pink, and I was thinking when I saw this that I was like, I don't know how that's going to work on deeper skin tones. However, Oh my god. Okay, wait. In the pan, it doesn't look that mind-blowing, but in the swatch. Anyway, yeah, what I was going to say is that on their Instagram, they have got this on some people with deeper skin tones. I was thinking like maybe it would come across quite like silvery and ashy, but it seems to look really beautiful on everyone that they've like demonstrated it on their Instagram. I guess like it does sheer out pretty nicely. Oh god, it's very blinding. So for this, I'm just going to like dip into all of them. Oh, stop it. In the pan, it just doesn't look like it's gonna do that. It looks like it's gonna come out being like chunky. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this, I was like, it looks alright. What the hell? It's so thin. Ugh. I can see how this works on different skin tones because it's just sort of like a veil of wet. It's expensive, don't get me wrong. It's Charlotte Tilbury. No one expected it to be cheap. And again, this is another thing where I was ready to like not love it, but I kind of love it. Like, look at my skin. I have got these new brow products from Iconic London. We've got the Liquid Brow Silk and the Triple Precision Brow Definers. They very kindly sent these over to me and I'm gonna use the shade Cool Brown. Pencil crayon on here. Okay. That looks all right. Brush. Oh, it's got a little spoolie that sort of like twists out of it. And then this is a brow pen, which looks just kind of like a regular felt tip, to be honest. It's not like a bristly one, but I'm going to try the brow pen first. And then if I need to, I will go in with the pencil because the brow thing is what interests me the most. Yeah, I've got to say, guys, my foundation is starting to go a little bit sort of, not oily looking, but just, I can see the oils coming through the foundation. So that powder, if you've got dry skin, I can imagine you will absolutely love that. But if you've got oily skin, I would say avoid it because it's like already getting oily and it's been like half an hour. Every time with these kind of brow pens, they mix with the foundation. And so it looks great on this eyebrow. But then as soon as you go onto the other eyebrow, it's kind of like drying out already. That's why the only brow pen that seems to work for me is the type of brow pen that's got like little bristles instead of an actual felt tip, because the felt tips seem to get kind of clogged up. But the colour of this is really nice actually. And if you're the type of person that does your eyebrows before your foundation, you'll probably be alright. Okay, let's try the pencil on the other side. It's kind of rounded. The colour is really good. It says cool brown and it's definitely a cool brown. So then I'm going in with the brow silk, which actually the brush for this looks really good. This feels really good. Like my eyebrows feel like they're getting glued. Is this just glue in a tube? It feels like it's gluing. I can feel it drying as I'm running my brush through it. I like. It does go on a little bit white, but then as it dries, that colour seems to sort of disappear. So far, I think I love everything. I am conflicted about what to do for the eyes because today I got sent my first ever PR package from Kylie Cosmetics. But I got sent this new Kylie and Kendall palette, right? And I saw the packaging and I was like, ooh, I can't wait to look inside this. Me being added to the Kylie PR list, I'm about to be kicked straight off it. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited for some like lilac tones, some pretty like ethereal shimmers, just because of like, you know, the palette is lilac. All the branding is like floral and like glowy and flowers. And then I opened the palette and it's just a neutral palette. There's not even a shade of lilac in here. So I was just very confused and it's all matte. It's just an all matte neutral palette. So I had this idea in my head to do this gorgeous lilac eye before I'd even opened this. So I am going to test it. But I also have this. This is the Beauty Bay Love Notes palette. This is like £15. And this is what I had envisioned. What am I trying to say? I don't even know. This is what I thought the colour scheme was going to be like. Their Beauty Bay own brand, these little palettes that they make, the pigmentation, especially of the shimmers, is just... I guess it does make sense because obviously it's Kendall's collection and she wears a lot of neutrals. She doesn't wear like crazy purples and stuff. But I'm just confused why they didn't do the photo shoot with more like neutral colours. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to use Jamie's bronzer and powder brush. This feels so soft. The brushes feel so nice. I'm going to start with this shade here, which is called the Fun Aunt, which I kind of love. Fun Aunt. And I'm just going to put some of this on my outer corners. I don't think I've ever tried a Kylie Cosmetics eyeshadow in my life, so we'll see how we go. Wow, I mean, it's very pigmented. Oh, and it's actually blending really nicely. Wow, that blended really nicely actually. Look at that. I think this brush is helping as well because it's like really, really soft and just sort of like, Wow, you know what? I'm actually really impressed with that. I didn't think it would blend out that nicely from when I first put it on, because I did sort of like pack it on in a bit of an awkward shape. And then just gonna dip into a little bit of this shade, which is called the Kendall to my Kylie. And it's more of like an orangey tone shade, and I'm just gonna use that on the edges of that pinky colour. I'm just going to switch to a slightly smaller brush. And then just taking this shade, which is the slightly lighter one, and it's called We Get It, You're Perfect. Is that a quote from the Kardashians or something? I'm just going to put that just here. Kind of a random placement, but I just want it to be like a little bit darker here. You know what? So far, these are really, really, really nice. Let's then take Scorpio Season, which is this one. And I'm just going to run this along my lower lash line. It's a little bit more of an orangey brick kind of colour. I just wish that they'd put a couple shimmers in here. Like, they're all matte. But I do like how there is a black and there's a really dark brown. I will come back to that in a minute. But in the meantime, I'm going to take the flat shader brush from Jamie, and I've gone off the sort of like purpley kind of theme because there wasn't really many purples in that palette. But I really want to do a purple look with this palette another time. But I think I'm going to take, let's take the shade Confetti, which is this shimmer. I almost feel like this brush is a little bit too small and a little bit too dense to pack on shimmer. So I'm just going to take my finger. Oh boy, there we go. Honestly, I don't know what they put in these Beauty Bay shimmers, but they're just like, and for the price as well. Oh, let's take this shade. I want to take that one. Yeah, I'm going to take this shade, which is called Bellini. It's like a peachy gold. Oh, okay, that one's a bit more crumbly. It's just sort of like falling apart in the pan a little bit. And I'm just putting that on the inner part of my lid. Can you see that? Oh, that shade is so beautiful. That shade has gone a little bit sort of like clumpy almost, with a few like bigger flakes in it. So just be careful when like dipping your brush into these that you're not too aggressive, because I think that is the mistake that I made. And then I'm going to take a bit of Candlestick, which is this one. And I'm actually just going to take some on my finger and just pack a little bit of this over the top. And then on my very inner corners, I'm going to take the shade Chandelier, which is this one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. This one is almost like a putty formula, like it's squishy. I'm going back in with my Kendall and Kylie palette, and I'm going to take the dark brown, which is called Brown Eyed Babes, and I'm taking Jamie's little liner brush, and I'm just going to do a little wing. Yeah, it's a nice dark brown. I approve. In terms of the look that I've created, I'm not too sure what I think about that, but in terms of the eyeshadows, it's a really nice brown eyeshadow. Just adding a little bit to my inner corners. So these are the eyes before mascara. Little bit of a weird look that I've done there, but we will just leave it as it is. In terms of the actual quality of the eyeshadows, really beautiful. Before I do my mascara, I've got these from Barry M, which are the matte setting spray and the fixation setting spray. You know what, I think I'm going to go for the matte setting spray just because my face is quite glowy. Okay, wow, the mist kind of goes everywhere. I don't really think it's mattified me. If anything, it's made me more glowy. I would definitely not say it's mattified my skin. However, let's do the old classic test. So I'm going to take brown eyeshadow, swatch it here. So that's the regular one, and if I do that, it smudges and comes off. And then we're going to do the same swatch. So that one, I'm going to spray it, dry it, and then I'm going to rub it to see if it will smudge, or if it's just the type of setting spray that refreshes your makeup instead of actually setting it into place. In the meantime, I'm going to do my mascara while I wait for that to fully dry. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes in the shade Dream Pop, which is a brownish burgundy coloured mascara. And I've seen a lot of people using this on TikTok and Instagram recently, and I'm just not sure that I can get on board with a burgundy mascara. Brown maybe, but burgundy, we're going to see what it looks like. Wait, but for a start, I think this is actually dry now. Oh my gosh! Guys, it locks in your makeup, look! That is really cool. Nice one, Barry M. Oh my god! To me, it just looks red. I get that it's part of the Pillow Talk collection, but it's just strange to me. Maybe coloured mascara is about to make a comeback. Then maybe she knows something that we don't. I think I need a bit more powder, you know? Because I just look a bit sweaty. You know what, it's probably actually a good job that I didn't do a purple eye look, because this mascara seems to go quite well with this makeup look. I don't actually hate it. Is it called Dream Pop because it's supposed to make your eye colour pop? I mean, is it something that I would wear on a daily basis? No, probably not. But do I think it actually works quite well for this look? I kind of think it looks quite cool. It does look a little bit odd when you first look at it. Or does it? Like, does it look ridiculous on camera? Because in the viewfinder, it actually looks fine. It has made my eyes look very blue. I think just these shades in general have done that. But what do you guys think? Would you wear this colour of mascara? I don't mind it. Finally, for the lips, I have got some of the Refi lip liners. I'm just going to zoom you out a bit. These are the Refi lip sculpts, and I've seen these all over TikTok for being like waterproof lip liners, and I think I'm going to go for the shade, which is called Fawn. There's lots of beautiful nude shades. I did swatch them on my Instagram at one point, but I'm going to go for this colour. And the way that these work is they've got like a sealant on one side. They're twist up lip liners, which I like for a fact because I find that really handy. And it's like a waterproof lip liner. It feels like a bit of a thicker texture of lip liner because they're like the transfer proof kind of ones. And it feels almost a little bit tacky on my lips. Let me just see. Okay, so it did transfer a little bit like that. But then what you're supposed to do is take this sealant stuff. I am going to put another lip product on. I'm not just going to leave it like this, by the way. Okay. Oh, that's odd. Let's kiss my palm. Oh, wow. Nothing came off. And then supposedly, yeah, look, you can like rub it and it doesn't budge. How am I gonna get this off? Well, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I don't think I would use the sealant on a regular day because I quite like my lip liners to wear off a bit more naturally so that if they do come off in bits, it doesn't go patchy. It more just like comes off in one go. But if you want a long lasting lip product, I mean, that nothing comes off after you've put that on. And then finally, I'm going to take one of these Kendall and Kylie lip crayons. This one is called Iconic Duo. Duo? Ooh. Okay, it's not really a balm. It's more just like a creamy lipstick, I think. Oh, that feels really nice. Yeah, I guess the only thing is I can't blend my lip liner in with it because the lip liner does not budge. The texture of my whole lip just feels really weird now. It feels like rubber because I put that top coat over my whole lips. Whereas these are like a bit more of a hydrating lipstick, but over the top of that, I can't even rub my lips together. That is so weird. Yeah, whereas these are definitely like very creamy and satiny kind of. This is the Kendall and Kylie gloss. It looks like a peach colour. Oh, it smells like mint. Ah. Everything on my lips right now just feels quite heavy, and I think it was from that sealant stuff. I just personally would not use the sealant again, but I would use the lip liner again, just not with that on top of it. I actually kind of like this gloss. It came out sheerer than I thought it would. And we are done. So this is the finished makeup look. What do you guys think? Thank you guys so much for watching. It actually felt really good to just sit down and play with some makeup and try some new bits and pieces. I will leave everything linked down below in case you guys want to check them out. I will also leave the link to all of my jewellery and all of the jewellery pieces from Regal Rose. I hope you guys are okay, and I will see you in my next video.